Good evening, everyone. Welcome to our City Council meeting. Today is August 10th, 2020. Let's start off with the members who are virtually here and presently here with the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you, everyone. Before I do calling the roll of members, I would like to explain that today I will be acting as acting president for the council meeting, and I will be in charge of making sure that the meeting runs as smoothly as possible, given that our President Roy Avellaneda, is not going to be present. He is abstaining himself from the meeting due to a conflict of interest. That being said, let's start with the roll call. Councilor Naomi Zabat.
Present.
Councilor Judith Garcia, present. Councilor Todd Taylor. Councilor Giovanni Recupero, present. Councilor Leo Robinson.
Yeah.
Councilor Calvin Brown.
Present.
Councilor Damali Video. Councilor Melinda Vega Maldonado.
Present.
Councilor Jamil Rodriguez. Councilor Roy Avellaneda is absent. Councilor Enio Lopez.
Here.
Great, thank you. We have 2 members absent, all others present. Now we move on to the public speaking portion. Do we have anyone here who would like to speak?
You may want to explain it a little bit so they know they can speak.
So the public speaking portion that we are opening up today is for any members who would like to speak on any past matter, any current matter that's in front of us.
Yes.
So if you can please state your name, address, and speak directly to the microphone, that would be great.
Okay. My name is Joe Mahoney. I'm president of the Chelsea Chamber of Commerce. And on August 10th, I sent to the City Council a letter relative to this meeting that I had sort of similarly sent back on July 6th. And I wanted to say that the Chamber supports the request with regards to converting parking spaces in the Cary Square area on Washington Avenue to 30-minute parking from 8 to 6 p.m. And one of the reasons is the fact that there are a lot of restaurants in that area. They do takeout. It's extremely important if somebody's parked there all day or for an extended period of time, it limits the business owners from a source of income. And unfortunately, in the hospitality restaurant business right now with COVID-19, it's a very difficult situation. Those that offer the takeout, I think it's important. The other thing too is that in certain other sections of the city, the council in the past has reduced the limits of time so that it's not an all-day parking or an extended period of parking. So basically all I'm trying to say is the chamber would like to see the businesses in that community prosper. Thank you.
Thank you. Is there anyone else who would wish to speak? Yes. Great. So please give your name and address for the record.
My name is Roosevelt Baze. I live at 5 Englewood Avenue in Chelsea, Mass. I would like to say thank you for giving me the opportunity to be here and speak in front of you. My name is Roosevelt. I am a resident of Chelsea residing at 5 Englewood Ave, and I'm also the owner of Bella Isla, a Puerto Rican restaurant located in Cary Square, and that has been in business in Chelsea for nearly 30 years. I am here to ask for your support requesting 4 parking spots located between 173 Washington Ave and 181 Washington Ave, which is the odd side. And hopefully that you could give us signage that restricts parking to 30 minutes to 1 hour. Available from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Saturday. It has already been approved by the traffic board. In addition, there were other lots of emails sent from my landlord, commercial tenants, as well as residential residents across Chelsea, and of course our customers as well. Our business heavily relies on customers who drive to our location for a quick pickup or to eat and sit down for 30 minutes. We have been negatively impacted by commuters who park their vehicles and jump on the 111 bus. The resident-only parking restriction is on both nearby streets, which is Forsyth and Gardner Avenue. An aggressive parking enforcement for anyone parking in the restricted area, such as no parking from here to the corner and resident only. It is time where delivering and stops and go traffic is absolutely essential for a food business. We have none in Cary Square Business District. I have also seen both Parking Commission and City Council provide similar relief to other businesses in the city. The dental business on Washington Ave was allowed 2-hour parking. Eastern Cleaner was recently requested in their district council for short-term parking. The convenience store on Merritt Street was also provided business parking after a request by the district council. More importantly, the city has suspended meter enforcement in downtown for months. Voted to approve a small business loan and expand outdoor seating sidewalk program, but none would help my business if customers can't find parking spots near Bella Isla. Please remember that business outside the downtown Broadway need help too, and that we also provide employment for local residents and generate meal tax, excise tax, and permit fees, revenues for the city. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Great. Is there anyone else for public speaking portion? Okay, and I would also like to highlight, if I may, that we did, for the record, we did receive the public comments from our residents, and I also want to state it very clear that because of this pandemic, it's important for us to allow these communications to be mentioned. We have a total of 24 letters that were submitted from different members of the community and stakeholders. So for the record, letting you all know that this has been submitted, and given for time purposes, I will not be reading them, but every city councilor should have them in their emails, they should have them in their folders, and I welcome you to read them. So
For the record, could you just give the names of the people who
absolutely.
sent in?
Thank you, Councilor. So for the record, the names of letters that we have received as public statements are Caroline Vega, Hillary Paul Metcalf. We have Bella Isla Express, Roosevelt Baze, owner, who so eloquently spoke today. We also have Joe Mahoney, president of Chelsea Chamber of Commerce. We have Michael Albano from 32 Crest Avenue, letter of support. We also have John Byers, and he is from 31 Kimball Road in Chelsea. We have Marnie M. McAlpine, apologies on the botched pronunciation, that's 20 Franklin Avenue in Chelsea, Mass. We also have Sony and Nancy Dorothy, and that is, there's no address here for the record, but it was a very short statement. We also have Eden Edwards from 32 Crest Avenue in Chelsea. We also have Jimena Forrero Irizarry. I have no, we have no home address here. We have Matt Frank from 45 Jones Ave in Chelsea, Mass. We have Mary Burke from 95 Sagamore Avenue. We have Charlene McLean, 100 Broadway in Chelsea, Mass. We also have Mike Caulfield, 26 Breakwater Cove in Chelsea, Mass. We have Christopher Osant from 38 Hawthorne Street in Chelsea, Mass. We have April Swartz from 30 Beacon Street, number 4 in Chelsea. We have Lucia Tarantino from 14 School Street. We also have, these are public records. These are letters from the public in support of this in support of a traffic and parking commission matter that will be in front of us in a few minutes.
So, I'm sorry, Madam Chair, so all these letters are in support?
In support. I agree. So thank you for that clarification. Mimi Raconteur from Chelsea, but no address listed. And I also have Naomi Savage from 60 Dudley Street. Same person, just 2 long pages. I also have Dr. Andreas Bersansky from 84 Tudor Street in Chelsea. I have Deborah Sari Sabat from Chelsea MA, do not have an address. And I have Edson Combria, and that is 59 William Street in Chelsea, Mass. I have Nick Davison, 135 Bellingham Street. And last but not least, we have Lisa Santagate, 221 Shortlift Street.
What is the total?
24.
24 people.
Yes. So this is the public speaking portion, which, for the record, just mentioning these, and I will go ahead and close that part of the meeting, public speaking portion. Anio, I cannot take any questions. We are in the public speaking portion. Can you speak on the matter once it gets here?
Yes, I just want to make a comment regarding some letters that doesn't have the address. That shouldn't be accepted. It's said in the thing that if it doesn't have an address, it shouldn't be accepted.
Okay, so we'll make sure to remove the letters that do not have an address. We won't add them to the record, but the ones that do have the address will. Thank you for the rule and clarification. We move on, we're closing the public speaking portion, and now we move on to the approval of minutes. So for the efficiency of this meeting, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have 9 approval of meetings. I will mention the dates of these meetings, but if the council agrees and if I have a motion, can we bundle all these minutes into one vote? Yeah? Okay.
So moved.
And just to,
If there's no opposed.
if there's no opposition, and if I have a motion. So again, and just for the public who's watching, in a matter of transparency, due to the pandemic, we were unable to approve many of these meetings because, as you may all know, we've been delayed for many reasons. So we have a lot of approval of minutes in front of me. It's a stack that we need to approve based on some meetings that we had in the past. So I'll read the meetings that are in front of me, and if I can have a motion, councilors. So I have regular meeting minutes for April 6th, for May 4th, for May 18th, for June 1st, for June 8th, for June 8th, for June 15th, June 22nd, and June 29th. Do I have a motion? Councilor Giovanni Recupero makes a motion to adopt unanimously under suspension if there are no objections. Great. So we go ahead and we move on.
And before we move on, I'll make a motion that we accept the call of the meeting.
Thank you. Great. Thank you. Perfect. So we accept the call of the meeting. Communications and petitions to the council. That portion of the meeting has been closed. We move on to communications and petitions to the council. We received communication from City Clerk Jeanette Cintron White regarding warrant for the state primary election September 1st. So I will go ahead and read this. Let's see, which is the next one. State primary election September 1st, 2020, City of Chelsea Board of Registers of Voters. Order to the Chelsea Police Department. Greetings. The Board of Registers of Voters is hereby required to notify and warn the inhabitants of the City of Chelsea who are qualified to vote in the primary to vote at precincts 1 and 2.
On the order, if I
Okay.
can interrupt you.
Perfect.
Accept and file our communication, some's coming up under new business.
Thank you. And now we move on to the communication received from City Clerk Jeanette Cintron White regarding actions approved at the July 7, 2020 Traffic and Parking Commission meeting. Do I have a motion? I will go ahead and read it. Dear ladies and gentlemen, in accordance with Section 6-3B of the Chelsea City Charter, the following actions were approved at the July 7, 2020 Traffic and Parking Commission meeting. Item number 2, to install a removable rubber speed bump at 70 Shaman Street during the summer months annually based on the request submitted by Councilor Enio Lopez. Item number 4, to remove 2 metered parking spaces and to post 2 15-minute parking signs in front of 21 Fifth Street based on the request submitted by Julio Flores of El Santaneco Restaurant. Item number 5, to post 30-minute parking Mondays through Saturday, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. signs at 4 parking spaces located between 173 and 181 Washington Avenue on the odd side based on the request submitted by Keith Birdsley of Heath Properties. Item number 8, to post a handicap sign at 29 Tudor Street based on the request submitted by Rebecca Swope. Item number 9, to post a handicap sign at 38 Hancock Street based on the request submitted by Michael Cohen. Item number 12, to post a handicap sign at 78 Spencer Avenue based on the request submitted by Joseph Pesos. Do I have a motion?
I'd ask for a roll call vote on the adoption.
Okay, roll call vote. I will do a roll call of members. Yes is that we accept the adoption as
What is this for, the full body?
traffic and parking. This is,
Thomas,
so just to clarify the vote, the motion I have in front of me is a roll call to accept the minutes as they are.
Okay.
So if you vote yes on the matter, for everyone who's watching at home and for everyone is here, if you vote on the matter, we accept the minutes received by the Traffic and Parking Commission as they are in front of us. So a yes vote, you accept; a no vote, then it's a no. Councilor Naomi Sabat.
Yes.
Councilor Judith Garcia, yes. Councilor Todd Taylor.
Yes.
Councilor Giovanni Recupero. Councilor Leo Robinson.
Yes.
Councilor Calvin Brown.
yes.
Councilor Damali Vidal. Councilor Melinda Vega Maldonado.
Yes.
Councilor Jamil Rodriguez.
Yes.
Councilor Roy is absent. Councilor Enio Lopez.
Yes.
Thank you. So that is it for that. We have a roll call, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 in favor, 2 absent. And that passes. Thank you for that. And now we move on to new business. Request introduced by Councilor Avellaneda to accept the warrant for September 1st, 2020 state primary election. I started reading this. Is anyone making a motion in front of me, or do you guys want me to read this?
I'll make a motion that we accept the warrant for the election.
I'll second that motion, Madam Chair.
Thank you.
I believe we need a roll call.
Yeah, we need a roll call for this, so thank you. We move on to roll call of members. A yes vote is you accept the warrant so people can vote. A no vote
September 1st.
on September 1st. Thank you for the correction, because you can vote twice this year. So for September 1st, that is the motion in front of you. If you vote yes, people can vote. City Councilor Naomi Sabat.
Yes.
Councilor Judith Garcia, yes. Councilor Todd Taylor.
Yes.
Councilor Giovanni Recupero. Councilor Leo Robinson.
Yes.
Councilor Calvin Brown.
Yes.
Councilor Jamal Vidal is absent. Melinda Vega Maldonado, Councilor.
Yes.
Councilor Jamir Rodriguez.
Yes.
Councilor Roy Avellaneda is absent. Councilor Enio Lopez.
Yes.
Great. So we,
9 in favor, 2
we,
no.
yep, we are 9 in favor, 2 are absent. And that closes that part of the meeting portion in terms of new business. Lastly, are there any public announcements that anyone would like to make today? Any public announcements? Great. Do we have any moments of silence that anyone would like to make? Councilor Calvin Brown.
Yes, so I asked for a moment of silence for my mentor, dear friend of my family for 30 years, Dr. Wilbert Skeeter McClure. He was the 1960 gold medal winner in the light middleweight boxing division in the Rome Olympics. He was the roommate of Muhammad Ali. Back then, he was known as Cassius Clay, and it's been a long battle. And he succumbed to his passing of his life on the 6th of August, this past Thursday. It's actually a moment of silence.
Yes, Councilor Enrique Lopez.
Yes, so I would like to have a moment of silence for my cousin, Santiago Valiente, who was a Chelsea resident, moved to Rhode Island, and from there, he went to Florida, and he passed a week ago in Oregon. So we like to have a moment of silence.
Councilor Leo Robinson,
Yeah,
thank you.
a moment of silence for Irving Sonny Weiner, longtime Chelsea resident, William School athlete, and Chelsea High big athlete who spent a lot of time here in the community and went out and owned a business here, and very well respected in the Chelsea community.
Thank you.
And
Anyone?
just one more for those folks here in Chelsea that we just don't know about because of the news not getting to us as fast, that have died from the coronavirus over the past few months and also the past week. We have reports that we get and we see the numbers there. So we ask for a moment of silence and also condolence to their families.
Thank you. Councilor Giovanni Recupero.
A moment of silence for Julio Sanchez's grandmother. I do not know her last name, but his name is Julio Sanchez, and she just passed away from COVID-19.
Thank you, Councilor Recupero. Anyone online who has a moment of silence? Great. I will add a moment of silence for Danny Magana, the owner of Rodeo Bar and Grill. His brother unfortunately passed away in a tragic manner just 2 weeks ago. So a moment of silence for his family, and our prayers are with all of you. That concludes the moment of silence. Thank you, everyone. This meeting is officially
You know what? I
adjourned.
got the mentor.
Thank you. Have a good evening, everyone. Bye, everybody. Thank you.